It's the holidays, and of course, everybody is on the go. But have you had the on-the-go conversation, meaning bladder control? Dr. Kathleen Kobashi is here to discuss the impact of bladder health, along with some of the common signs and symptoms patients are often too embarrassed to bring up with their doctor, but should never ignore. Good morning, Kathleen. Great to have you on this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So people are funny, right? You know, we see our doctors, the experts, the ones that we're supposed to trust with our health. But as I said there, a lot of times we're just a little too embarrassed to talk to our doctor about certain things. And I can certainly relate to that. I know a lot of people can too. Why do you think that is, especially when it comes to bladder health?
Well, I think it's an awareness issue. So if you think you're alone, it's not something that people want to go talking about at a cocktail party or something, but I can assure you you're not alone. It affects millions of Americans, any sort of variety of bladder conditions. In fact, November is National Bladder Health Month, so it's a time when the Urology Care Foundation really wants to raise awareness and empower and educate patients or individuals to take control of their bladder health and play an active role in their bladder health.
Well, and I was going to say that too. So November is now is the time if you want to talk about it. Certainly during National Bladder Healthcare Month. What are some of those signs and symptoms? If maybe what should we be looking out for if it is time to see a doctor and talk to a doctor about that?
Right. Well, first of all, before we get too far, I want to make sure that people have a resource, not only their healthcare provider, but the Urology Care Foundation has a great website, urologyhealth.org, where you can get some information about this. But some of the common symptoms are going to be leaky bladder, like when you got to go, you got to get there right now, your bladder's not going to wait, it's just going to go. Or leaking with exercise or coughing or laughing. Burning or pain when you urinate can indicate a urinary tract infection. Urinary frequency at night, when you're getting up 3 and 4 times at night and you just can't get a good night's sleep, that can be a problem, very treatable. And then, of course, if you have blood in the urine, even a drop, even if it goes away, it's important for you to talk to your healthcare provider because that can indicate something more serious like bladder cancer.
And I would hope, you know, talking about some of these signs and symptoms that bladder control and bladder health is something that we can treat. It's treatable. Is that true?
Absolutely. All of these things are very treatable, and I think that's really the important message. If it's something like leaky bladder, it can be something as simple as lifestyle changes or dietary modification, avoiding caffeine and alcohol and things that can, you know, tickle the bladder. Not to say that you can't have those. You just want to be strategic about the timing. Same with nighttime frequency. If you're drinking fluids all the way up until the time you go to bed at night, of course, what goes in has to come out. Urinary tract infections, we can treat on an episodic basis, but if we can prevent it altogether, depending on the reason why you're having them, we can try to prevent getting urinary tract infections. And, of course, bladder cancer, the treatment depends on the type of bladder cancer an individual has.
And as we close here, what's your advice if we've got some maybe viewers out there who are a little too embarrassed to bring it up with their doctor? How do we get that conversation started?
Well, I think that you hit the nail right on the head. It affects all ages, men and women. Talk to your healthcare provider. You're not alone, and there are successful treatment options that are available. Again, urologyhealth.org has great information. I think that's a great place to start.
Thank you so much. So great to have you on the show, and certainly check out that resource, that website that she sent you guys to, and if you need help remembering what that is, head to our website. We're going to post it there for you at fox4morningblend.com. Up next, those magic holiday shopping words, Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Up next, how to stretch that dollar as far as possible while still getting your hands on the latest and greatest.
We're jump-starting our morning with Seminole Casino Hotel Immokalee, and they have a new cappuccino coffee and pastry bar full of muffins, cakes, and pastries. From cappuccinos to espressos, Seminole Casino has it all. But the Morning Blend is the only place where you can find these great mugs. We're giving away one right now. The 4th person to call, 239-673-3388, will receive this Morning Blend Seminole Casino mug and a voucher for a free coffee and pastry. Now, you can't win if you won anything within the last 120 days. Good luck.